Hey guys, welcome to this video. I'm going to share with you like a really great tip about blue shadow that makes you look amazing and not like you're from the 80s. Though some people like the 80s look, and if that's you, you keep rocking it. But if you're a little scared of eyeliner, if you want to wear eyeliner but black's a little harsh, this is a great tip for you. If you like blue, and blue makes your eyes look lovely, but you're just scared things aren't gonna work out, these tips are gonna really help you because I've talked about it a lot lately, like probably 100 times on my Facebook about how you should add blue to that black. Not everybody, it's not gonna suit everybody, but it will suit a lot of people that are not rocking this and they should be. Now I've got some eyeliner on this eye, I took it off on this eye, so it's a little bit bluish. It was a look I was doing that was matching this, so I thought I'd quickly show you the difference. Blue eyeshadow, this is straight up black. See how flat it looks and harsh? This is what happens when you mix the black and blue together, and this is what you do when you need a get out of jail free card to soften it, and I'm going to show you how I do that too. Number one, whether you put the black on first or you mix it into the blue, the effect can be much the same, so it's up to you how you want to approach this. I usually embed them together because I find it's just a little faster and I know what I'm going for. So I'm just going to take the black and the blue. So 1 to 1, depending, do you want it more black? Do you want it more blue? So just a dab of each with your angle brush. Tap it off if you're worried about how it might be a little harsh, because this is quite pigmented. This is Lime Life by Alcone's eyeshadows and they have a lot of great pigment to them. Dab it on your arm or cloth or something like that before you go in, and then you just go up to your lash line and you just start back and forth like little mini windshield wipers. Flip it right about there, and then you just can kind of keep doing that until you're happy. Now if you're like, it's a little too blue, well, you can always go in and add your black. Now if you're a person that doesn't wear a lot of eyeshadow, black might be a bit harsh for you, in which case it's good to invest in a palette that has a bunch of colors in it that are going to be perfect for muting things, or this is my glam palette, I call it. I use a lot of these colors with my more glamorous looks. I have an everyday palette that I also work with that has more muted shades for when I'm just like an everyday sort of thing. I did a Facebook video for that one. I really need to do one for here. I will get to that. So in this case, black is harsh for me. I can't wear just black. I can, but it just really means I have to put on a lot of different makeup, and you're invested when you're showing up with the black. So what I do is I make charcoal. So I go with the black and the cream, which is 38. This is shade number 9. And I might just kind of tone it down on my hand a little before I go in, and then I add a little bit of that charcoal. It's just soft enough that it's not gonna make me look a little intense. And I mean, I'd probably do it slightly less than this, but because I'm in a video, you're not doing things quite as you would be if you're not. So you can take a brush and kind of like you can soften out those edges to take out some of the harshness, or just be a little bit more light-handed the next time. And so what you see here would be, I guess, a little bit more like that. But say you do it and you're like, I love the effect of it, because the goal is you're not actually seeing the blue, but it just softens. Like this has blue in it, but you wouldn't really know it, but it does wonderful dynamic things to the right eyes, and it just looks beautiful. So that's what we're trying to create. But there's some people that once they do it, they're like, I look harsh. I can't go out like this. What do you do? Well, that's why it's good to have a color like this in your palette, because it's your get out of jail free card in many circumstances. So you're just gonna tap on that, and you can just lighten up that baby after the fact even. So you can kind of go in and soften out the edges. You can keep doing it until you find your happy medium in terms of what you're okay with. So see how I kind of did this all the way, and now it's even lighter. So it's like brightening up to almost like a dusty blue, which is really pretty for some eyes. That shade right there is gonna just pop those eyes. It's gonna look soft and pretty and kind of feminine, but it's not gonna be harsh, edgy. you see me coming for miles. I look kind of scary. I'm not 17 anymore where I wear just one black line. Like, this takes you into a realm where you can suddenly feel, like, even if you're into your 40s or 50s, you can wear eyeliner again. I know it sounds crazy. There are ways. You just probably haven't explored it, but you found the right channel. We're gonna take you through some tips over time and increase that product knowledge. If you haven't caught already, or if you're new to finding this video, I use Lime Life by Alcone products just because I don't have to worry. They're professional, they're highly pigmented, they're high quality. I can be really, really precise with them, and I can teach because I know exactly what they're gonna do on certain skin types. And it has been my go-to for almost 4 years now. I wouldn't change it for the world. The quality is amazing. So that's what I'm using, but if you choose to use different types of makeup, these tips would still work. The results, I'm not positive if they'd be the exact same, but the idea might get you closer to, and then maybe you'll want to invest in Lime Life products eventually, because you really can see the performance is just next level. Okay, so that's basically all I wanted to show you with that eye. You can add in a little bit more blue or a little bit more black, but what I really want to encourage people to do is to invest in a couple palettes that you're going to use every day for lots of things. And these are, like I said, this is my glam palette. This is my everyday, and I use this for blush, bronzer, highlighter, contour, eyeshadow, lipstick. And then this guy comes in because it has some more colors. Like, I would be blending into bigger looks. I'm not going to go over that in this video because, well, we just don't have time. I want to make this quick. So just know in the future that is coming, but having a light shade and a dark shade gives you a lot of possibilities in what you're going to do with different eyeshadows to create different effects. Okay, I think I have covered what I wanted to. Thank you so much for joining for this video, and I'm gonna hopefully post another one real soon because they just released this palette from Lime Life, and it is fantastic. There's different ways to use it. There's different ways to tone down the highlighter. This is more of a glazed donut effect here, and this, as you can see, is more of the glass effect that you can get with highlighters. Now, I'm going to show you that hopefully in this next video, so you're going to want to check back if you love highlighters, because you're going to find out how did I get that versus that effect. All right, we'll see you guys in the next one.